I know everybody's favorite topic with English is grammar, right? Well, you can't have the building blocks of speaking until you know grammar, correct? You want to speak correctly and you want to use the right prepositions. So, well, we've talked about in and on and at and for, but now we need to take it a little bit further. You need to develop your English skills so you understand other prepositions and how to use them and how these words are related to an item or a location. Let's be more precise. Now, please don't criticize my drawing skills. Nobody's ever accused me of being an artist. I'm going to draw a box. And we're going to use this box as a display in order to describe location and prepositions regarding location. So my box is pretty good, actually, yeah? Well, it's not exactly a square, it's more like a rectangle, but it'll do the purpose of it. Anyway, so now we have a box, and we want to describe an item in relation distance to the box. Let's start here. There's an item in relation to the box. This item is inside the box. This blue item is inside the box. Inside the box. Maybe it's your rich aunt that's sending you money, and that's inside the box. Wouldn't that be great? There's money inside the box. Oh, well, I'll open it now. This is inside the box. But suppose we have an item that is, here, or here, here, or here. Any item on the other side of the lines, anything that is not inside the box, is now outside the box. So this is outside the box. Now keep in mind, while there's very little ambiguity with something inside the box isn't very big. So the item could be here or here or here or here. It's limited in space to the box, but outside is not. Outside is rather ambiguous. Outside could be here or here or here or here. Anything that is not inside the box is outside the box. Very generic. But now let's talk about something of more precision. Suppose we have an item that is here in relation to the box, or here, or here, or here. How can we describe those items in relation to the box? What about next to? Next to. Very common phrasal verb, next to. This is next to the box. So are these items very, very, very close, if not immediately close, next to. Very little distance between the box and the item. Next to. Okay, so I've erased some of my lines, but you still get the point. Very similar to next to is the word beside. Beside. These items are beside the box. Also, very little ambiguity. That is, it's very, very close to the box. But what you notice about this particular word, what is it about beside that is peculiar? There are two separate words that have been combined. Be and side. This is now combined to become one word, beside. In other words, this means be at my side or be at the side. This is known as a side. So these items are beside the box. Make sense? When you know the origin of words, it really helps to understand how is it that two words have become one? And how is it that that one word describes something? This is a good indication of how two words become one, beside. Now we're going to take it a little further with a little more ambiguity, a little less certainty as far as the location to this box. Suppose an item is here, or maybe here, or maybe here. What words can we use to describe those locations? What about near? Near. The word near will describe the relative distance between this item and the box. Now keep in mind there's less precision here. There's more ambiguity. When you say I am near something, somebody may ask you, well, how near are you? You need more description. But yet we need to use the word near to give some value in relation to an item. These items are near the box. Okay? Now we're going to have a little more certainty in some regards. While we can use near or beside or next to describe an item in relation to the box, now we're going to use direction, particular direction. We have an item here in relation to the box. How do we describe this item's relation to the box? Think about this directionally. This item has two different prepositions that we can use that come to mind quickly. One is above. This box is above this box. Or this little box is over this big box. So above and over describe this relationship. Again, there's some ambiguity. Above and over can mean very close or relatively distant. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. If somebody was to say, well, that's above me, I have a pretty good idea what you are telling me. Above and over is quite accurate, if not precise. One more location. Now we have the opposite. We have an item here. Now, yes, is it near? Yes, it is near. Is it next to? Yes, it is next to. But we're talking about directionally with this particular item. Now, the opposite of over or above, two separate words. Under and over are opposite. So this box is under this box. This one would be much more sophisticated. Beneath. Beneath. Box is under or beneath this box. Okay? Much more precise when you're talking about directionally. Above and over, under and beneath, but next to, close to, beside, near. They can all be used to describe something outside of a box. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.